This conference will now be recorded.
Right, let's start today's session. The last session of Django, we were discuss about complete views and models and template. Introduction is over. From today onwards, I'm going to focus on UI basics, means user interface basics. User interface basics means HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, then Bootstrap. So for every web developer must and should aware of this, at least the basics of UI technologies. So that's what I'm going to start today, UI technologies. So let me open our project first, which I created in desktop. So this is Django 630M is a folder name. Project name is Django Project 630 and click on this window. Now you're going to open this project. Please mute your audio, Karthik. Yes. Now coming to this, in the last session we have seen this one. So views, models, okay, templates, introduction is over. How to manage that views. And today I'm going to start with HTML basics. So what is HTML here? So HTML is the most frequently used web technology in web development, in every web development. Not only in Django web development, HTML is the most frequently UI technology. So this is hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language, HTML stands for. So HTML is the main important UI technology for every web developer. So in every web pages, usually HTML code we are going to see. So HTML page, okay, HTML content is there. But HTML can be have the two parts. One is head part, next one is body part. So head part is having generally meta information, means when you want to add some CSS rules for your HTML document, or when we want to add any JavaScript functionality for your HTML document, or any jQuery libraries or Bootstrap libraries, all these libraries if you want to add to your HTML page, then all the things we have to do in the head section only, sir. So in the head section completely, so supportive files we are going to add. Supportive files means which is coming from outside, like CSS files, JavaScript files, jQuery libraries, Bootstrap libraries. So we can include that all in the head section of HTML pages. Okay. So next, body section means actual content it is going to describe. Complete body section means actual content of the website it is going to describe. That is called body section only, sir. That is body. So to generally how to write HTML code means normally we have to open any editor, that is plain text editor, Notepad, Notepad plus plus, Sublime text editor, any editor, and this usually we start writing by using HTML tags like this. Main important tags are the HTML tag is there. Okay, head section is there, head section, and then title tag is there, title title tag, and after that, what we can say title tag close like this, head tag close, then body section will begin, and inside the body you can include any elements. Only HTML will be closed. These are the tags manually how to write normally. It's not required to write normally or manually here. Why? Because we are using PyCharm editor, professional editor. Look at this. The moment when we try to create any templates, like here templates folder right now, for my Django application, we created one template like index.html. So let me prepare a new template for HTML page creation. Here only we can manage. So normally if you write code, HTML code in Notepad editor or any other editor, so you have to write complete HTML script and you have to save with .py extension. So after saving with .py extension, sorry, .html extension, sorry. So after writing HTML script, we have to save with .html extension. The .html extension means HTML page only. After that, you have to run through browser. Any browser you can open and run it. So then you will get output. But that process is not required here because we are using PyCharm Professional. In PyCharm Professional Editor only, we are going to create directly HTML pages. So it is having the flexibility here. So in the templates, right click on templates folder, simply go to new and simple HTML file I'm creating. Look at this HTML file. So what is the advantage if we create HTML file directly here means, so simple, you can give the name home.html like this. So I'm creating HTML page. Look at this, the moment when we create HTML page here, so directly basic script is generated or not? Yes. So your doc type is HTML type, HTML language is English, header section, meta, char set, UTF-8. UTF means Unicode Transformation Format 8 coding standard here, character set, title only there. Here we can change any title, header section close, body section open, body section close, HTML tag is close. So basic structure of HTML elements or tags are going to display by default here. So here HTML tags or HTML elements also we can call it as such. So head element, okay, body element, P element, paragraph element, meta element like this. But look at this, these are all blue color what we are looking, that is called attributes. Here language is attribute, char set is attribute, these are the attributes, these are the tags. So you can write the code here. For example, I'm using H1 section, heading section I'm writing. Heading section means suppose here this is heading 1, I can say that. After including the body section, so this is actually content which is going to be described. Actual content to describe, then that we can include in the body section only. But in this head section, what we can include generally? CSS files, JavaScript files, jQuery libraries, Bootstrap libraries. Later, if you want to attach to this HTML page, that we can use in the head section only. So head section is completely belongs to meta information. Meta information in the sense which is coming from outside of the HTML page, which will be help to your HTML page to make data display here. So if you want to execute this home.html page, so now you can see right hand side of my PyCharm professional editor, so many browser icons are available. So this is Microsoft Edge, this is Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome. So PyCharm editor also, built-in preview also there. So let me hit this Chrome browser. So this page is going to be directly open into Chrome browser. This is heading 1. So why it is coming? Because of H1 section in my coding part. Look at this, H1 section is there. And the title of the page is what? Actually title only. That's what you can notice in the browser, title only here it is. Do you want to change the title of the page only? So let's go for title. So I'm working with home page. So I'm taking here home page is the my title of the page, and no need to rerun this browser again. So already we have executing this home.html. You just open browser and refresh, automatically it is going to be changed, the title home page is coming here. So this is the title, this is the heading page only here. So this is HTML structure actually. But let me introduce one by one. So what are the important tags are there in HTML? All we will discuss in today lecture. So it is very simple basics. So first we will talk about heading sections. Heading section means here H1 is the highest font size. So when we go for H2, H3, H5, so when we go for number increasing, then automatically font size will be decreasing. So H1 is the one thing. Next I'm going to copy this and paste into here, sir. Look at this. These are all heading sections only. Number of heading sections. What is there? H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So these are the heading tags. Okay. So like this, all heading tags are there. So if you are increasing this heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, then that automatically decreasing the size only. So after including this multiple H1, H2, H3, all heading tags, when we open browser, look at this automatically. So this is heading 1, highest size, heading 2, heading 3, like heading 6 is the least size only here. This is heading 6 clear. So these are the head sections. How the way you want to keep the heading tags, what size you want, you can able to use it. So this is head section. But sir, I want to give comment section of HTML. Suppose you are working with HTML, first three headings I don't want to display. First three headings I don't want to execute. Means generally if you don't want to execute any lines of code, then we use comment section or not. But how to use comment section in HTML? So HTML comment section will be like this. So just I'm taking, so angular brackets, exclamation symbol, two dashes or more dashes. So you can use comments here and two dashes close this. This is comments actually. But I don't want to execute first three headings means I can give comment section like this. How to give comment section? Here like this. Ending with this one only. So now automatically these three under comment section, that means it will not execute because we have used comments or not. Yes. But H4, H5, H6 are uncommon. So that is going to be execute. Look at this heading 4, heading 5, heading 6 only there. So this is comment section in HTML. Okay. So let's remove this one. Here heading section is okay. But then we are going to work with commonly paragraph section also. P element is there for paragraph. So P for paragraph. So here I'm taking hello Hyderabad I'm giving. So this is my paragraph, first paragraph tag. The moment when we execute this, look at this paragraph sizes. This is hello Hyderabad. So I want to make this paragraph is bold size. Means font size need to be bold. Then how do we make this paragraph is bold in the sense? In the paragraph, so there is a B tag is there. B tag in the sense bold. B for bold. And B tag better to close. Look at this paragraph. B tag is closing. Inside the bold, and again we are using paragraph. P for paragraph, B for bold, hello Hyderabad. So it's going to be become bold text only. And I want to go for italic font. So that means I tag is there, I tag. So let me I tag, I'm going to close it here. So I tag I'm closing, opening here. So I tag means italic. So it is going to be italic font. Now you can see italic font here. But in the current latest version of HTML like HTML5 we are using, but this is not recommend to use bold and italic. Even if I use B tag and italic, so it is going to affect bold and italic, it's okay. But instead of bold and italic, we are going to use strong and emphasize EM. So strong text and emphasize text. Emphasize means italic, strong means bold only. These are the new legacy tags of HTML5. Instead of B and I, we can recommend to use strong and emphasize. So result will be same. There is no change at all. But better to use if you want to make any bold text. So better to use strong only. And you want to represent the text into italic font, then we can use emphasize only clearly. EM tag. Okay. So this is the paragraph and bold and italic strong emphasize. Yes. Let's go for next. Another thing is list. List means sometimes I want to bring employee names from the database. Then that employee names I want to display in order wise. So for displaying this a list of employees or list of records, then there are two options are there you have. So one is ordered list, unordered list we have. So ordered list and unordered list. So what are the ordered list, unordered list? Look at this. So to create ordered list in HTML, so we use OL tag. OL means ordered list. So if you want to create a unordered list, then we use UL tag. UL tag means unordered list. OL means ordered, UL means unordered. And each tag inside, if you want to display the items, then we use li tag, list item. List items, we can display the list item. For example, a first list item I'm taking C language, second list item I'm taking C++, third list item I'm taking what actually? Python. Fourth list item I'm taking like this, Java, like this. You can use any number of list item like C sharp. So this is what ordered list. Let me copy this script and I can place into UL also. So look at these two sections are there here. One is ordered list OL tag. Another one is UL tag unordered list. What is the main difference between ordered list, unordered list means? Ordered list means orderly it will display with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. How many list items are there? Unordered list means it is completely bulleted list format. There is no numbering and sequence order. Okay, let's run this once. So look at this. We have ordered list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ordered list OL tag and UL tag represent only bulleted list, that is here unordered list. So this is not in uh, sequential order 1, 2, 3, 4. Numbering we cannot give this. And even in the unordered list also, do you want to display any order type? So by default order type is 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers through generated. But look at this here, I'm changing my type equals to, look at this, the moment when we give type attribute, so there is a type called a, capital A, small I, capital I. So one number is there. Suppose if I select small a, so the order is A B C D here. And if I select this capital A, the order is capital A B C D E here. If I select capital I, the order is Roman letter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I select small I, the order is Roman letter, small letters like I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I don't use any type attribute, by default, what order is 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Look at this. So type is a attribute actually here. Type is what? Attribute, we can say that. OL is the tag or element. OL element or OL tag. Type is the attribute only. So this is ordered. And nested also we can able to do this. Nested means here, suppose Python is their list item, one of the list item. In this one more list item I'm taking unordered list through. Suppose here I'm taking core Python, and then one more list item I'm copying advanced Python. So this is nested lists are here. We can go for nested list. Moment when we execute this, look at this in the Python again sub list I'm taking core and advanced Python like this. So these are the list elements which we have working with ordered and unordered list. So this is important, sir, which we use generally in Django also while getting employee list or student list from database. And if you want to represent that student names and employee names into our HTML page in the template, okay, while working with MVT pattern, so this is mechanism required, UL tag, OL tag like this. So these are the important tags. Okay, LI means list item, UL means unordered list, OL means ordered list like this. But next I'm going to use one more tag that is called image tag. Okay, image tag. But before image tag, I'm going to show you hyperlink. So let me use hyperlink. So hyperlink purpose we use what tag, anchor tag we have to use, a tag. Look at this, the moment when I type a tag, anchor tag, so automatically closing tag also is available here. This is called opening tag and this is called closing tag. So A is the anchor tag, opening tag, and here it is the closing tag is there. Okay, but most of the tags are some opening tag, closing tags are there. For example, P tag is there, opening and closing. Okay, suppose here I'm taking B tag is there, bold purpose. So B opening closing is there, and I tag is there, italic purpose opening closing is there. Maximum all tags are opening closing, but some tags are there self closing tags. Self closing tags means here img is there. The moment when we close it, even it's not going to closing because it's a self closing tag. So we need not to close that. Okay, I'll talk about img tag later. But let me talk about Hyperlinks are very important when you want to navigate from one web page to another web page. Hyperlinks are very useful, sir. Hyperlinks means the moment when we click on the link, it will bring you the target location clearly. So what is hyperlink? How to work with them? We'll see this. So here I'm taking hyperlink creation purpose anchor tag. Anchor tag can be used to create hyperlinks. So inside the anchor tag, what attribute we have to use for creation of the link means href. Href is hyperlink reference. Now HTTP, now you can see here I'm creating flipkart.com website name I'm using, because the moment when we hit this link, flipkart.com website I want to visit. So here I'm giving link text, click here to go flipkart.com like this. This is my text, hyperlink text. So user will click on this text. The moment when user click on this text, immediately the action hyperlink reference attribute is there. No? This is called attribute href, hyperlink reference. Using this reference only, this address, URL address is there. It will bring you flipkart.com website after loading this page. Look at this here, the link is generated. Click here to go flipkart.com. The moment when I hit this, it will open flipkart.com website clearly. Okay, so flipkart.com website, it's opening now. When I click on it, so automatically it is going to be flipkart.com website on. Sir, can do we go for within the same website? Yes, we can go for same website also. So we are moving from our HTML page to flipkart.com, but we can create one more link. Look at this, I'm creating one more hyperlink. So this time I want to locate my website page only, not other website page, href attribute. So in my website, I have one more page, index.html is there. Look at this index.html previously I created for Django purpose. It is presently located with our project. So we can go to index page also here. Okay. So just I'm giving link, go to index page like this. So when we refresh the browser, you can see two links are there, but two links are there, but each links in the same line only available two links. I want to bring this next line. To bring this next line, you can see after this link, to go to next line, br tag is there in HTML. Br means break line. Next line it is. So it's going to bring next line only. Do you want to go to next one more line? Next one more tag we can use br tag, break line tag. I'm taking break line here. So now you can see this is the hyperlink, this is the hyperlink. This link is going to bring this your request into other website. It's Flipkart website, but this link go to index pages only. Index page only we are moving. Index page is available in the same website only. Within the website we are navigating, other website also we are navigating. Navigation means process of moving from one web page to another web page within the same website or other website. So ultimately based on the link only we are going to be navigate, sir. This is the hyperlink mechanism. So link creation, this is also very commonly used things in every web development process. So these are the links actually here. Okay, now next I'm going to work with image. Suppose if we want to display images or to deal with images, then we use image tag. Look at this, image tag is the self-closing tag. As I said that no need to close the tag, image tag img. But inside the img tag, src I'm taking. Src means what? Source of the images. What is that? Source image. Suppose I don't have any images right now. Let me copy paste images, some images from my computer to this project only. Let me see this, my images are available. Look at this. So these are the images which we have already available. So images folder is there. In this images folder, I want to copy these images. Some images I'm taking, copy this. All images I'm going to place into here. So in the templates folder, let me place that into templates folder in our local location. So once I am placing this local location, that is project location. So these are the pages which we have clearly. Okay, these are the pages. So once these images are there, images I am placing into templates folder. Right now I have image tag in my HTML page. So the moment when I try to image tag here, so in this image tag inside, So we have to use an attribute called source src attribute. So look at this, the moment when we go for source of the image, so any image you can select this. So image type src is the image is coming from which source? Local source. The moment when we execute this one, then image is going to display onto the page only, sir. Here this is the image is going to display on the page clearly. Okay, so this image address is okay. But sir, what happens sometimes if the image address is not correct? Suppose here I'm trying to say what we can say, image address is not correct. So pk.j is there, but it is not correct name of the image. But immediately you will be able to see this broken image is coming. So this is called broken image. So if image is not able to find the location or image address is not available, so then we can go for alt attributes, so alternate messages. Okay, so image can't be displayed like this only. This message I want to display to the user. In case any image address is not available or address was wrong, then alternate message, what do you want to supply from your end, then that we can you supply with alternate message. Now you can see image address is not correct. If image address is not correct, I can say image cannot be displayed like this. Image cannot be displayed, sir. Yes, image is not going to display here. But image address is correct means, so image is going to display here. Okay, let me change the image. This is image going to display now. Now this image is going to be correctly available. So like this, working with images here. So even we can adjust this image's height and width also by using CSS styling. Cascading styling is available. So in that context, we can adjust the images. Okay, fine. So let's go for table designing. Table is also important, sir, because in Django also when we get the multiple employee records from database table or model, that records we have to arrange into in our HTML template properly in the table structure. So normal table I'm working right now. Even later when we introduce bootstrap tables will make look and feel better when compared to normal HTML table. But you must and should aware of that how to display the table of content also. To work with table, so we need to use a tag called table tag. So what tag is there? Table tag is there. And to display headings, section head row, so t head tag is there. T head tag. In this t head tag, if you want to display head item like table heading, id, name, address, salary, come some column headings are there, no? For that purpose we use t head. Th tag is there. And tr tag is there. Tr means table row. So what row do you want to display in the table? Then that table row tr tag through we can use. Tr tag after td is there, table data. So these are the basic tags which we want to work with table format. TD means table data, TR means table row, TH means table head, T head tag, and table tag. These are the important tags which we can use for table preparation. Let me show you the table preparation how it is. Now you can see table tag is there, and T head tag is there, TH tag is there. So I'm taking TH tag ID section one heading. Do you want to keep more headings? You just copy and paste it here, more headings. Now you can see ID, I'm taking name, and then address, and then age like this. Okay, I'm giving age. So this is the address, age, all these things. Suppose here T head is there, ID, name, address, age. So these are the only heading rows. But after heading close, then we have to keep TR. TR means table row. In this, I'm taking TDs. TD means table data, ID number 1. So let me take multiple TDs here like this. Name is I'm taking here. Okay, address HYD. So age is I'm taking 66. So this is one row only, sir. Okay, so one row I'm taking here. Copy this, and another row I want to take. Multiple rows I want to keep. Second row, fourth row like this. So four rows I'm creating. Second row, You can see here like this. Next, third row, fourth row, I'm taking just like this. Okay, this is the case which I am using. Now let me run this table design. Look at this table tag is there here. Inside the table tag, T head is there. Table heading is closing. Head section rows are ID, name, address, age. Each TR is having table data only. So multiple TRs are there, table rows. So totally when I load this page, now you can see table is available like this. But this table don't have any border. So I want to make this border also. But here border is not good practice in this case. Align also I'm taking center. So this is not recommend to use these tags because it is strikeout. Instead of that, we can use bootstrap or CSS rule. Now you can see table is coming in the center clearly. ID, name, address, age. But can we display the images also in the each table row? Yes, possible. How to display images in the table? So let me include one more heading section. TH I'm taking, that is heading section is photo. Photo is my text heading section. Now I want to display in one more TD. So in this TD I want to display image. So that's what image tag I'm using. Inside the image src attributes is required. Src attribute this I'm giving here. So same image this TD I'm copying. In every row I'm displaying these ones are here. So one more row I'm displaying. This is just pk.jpg. And also here I'm displaying this is rc.jpg. And here I'm taking last td, that is r.jpg. These are the images. Each row I'm keeping image, the person name and age and address and photo also I'm going to display. Look at this. This is the ID, name, address, age, photo. Okay, but these photos are normal size. How the sizes are there, same sizes are going to be displayed, but we can also adjust that. But to adjust that, we have to apply CSS rules on table section or CSS rules on image section. We can apply that. Okay, so as usual, but just I'm showing here how to display images on the tables clearly here. Inside the table, how to display the images. So this is about main uh, tags which is going to be used commonly in our Django section, sir. And next I'm talking about HTML forms. So forms creation is also very important because every time we are going to work with the HTML forms, because to accept the value from the user. So in my document it is there here. Okay, all I explain. But when if you want to learn HTML, so best site is W3 School is recommend www.w3school.com like this. It's a common thing. Most of the web developer will follow this W3 School website only for learning more about HTML. Okay, this is recommendable site, but we will not follow because in Django we are not required to generate much more HTML source code because we are going to use HTML forms mostly instead of Django forms. If you want to learn from scratch HTML, so you can go. But HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery, I am not going to teach you in the Django level, Django point of view only I will teach, but not in from the scratch because you are not going to become a web designer. If you are looking to become a web designer, you need to learn HTML, CSS, all UI technologies from scratch. But we are going to focus on web developer. So our role is development of process. So, so maximum you can focus on coding part, not designing part. But at least you have to know about basic designing. That's what I'm covering this basic fundamental concepts which is related to Django. Now HTML form. So form section also very important, because generally using HTML we are going to prepare user interface. User interface means what? User interface means end user, where he need is going to interact with that. So that is called user interface. So user interface purpose, we need to create form design. To prepare any user interface in HTML form, form tag is must, sir. Form tag is recommend. So how to work with form tag? Look at this. This is the form tag. So this is the form tag. And without form tag, no user interface can be created. Form tag is very, very important. So inside the form tag, some attributes are there. Suppose action attribute is there. Action. Action attribute means what actually? When the form is submitted successfully, what action do you want to perform? That action code we can write it here. Got my point? Yes. For example, I'm trying to say one button control I'm preparing. So this is button creation, button, and I'm taking submit. So whenever I execute this one, look at this. So button control is prepared or not? Submit button. The moment when we click on submit button, what action do you want to perform? That action you can observe. So right now the action is nothing here. Look at this. When I click on submit, no action is available. But do you want to say some action? That action you can write it here. I'm writing action is http flipkart.com website. The moment when user hit the button, then immediately flipkart.com action will perform or not on the form level. So this is the purpose of action attribute. Look at this. When I click on submit button, so immediately it will go to flipkart.com website. Oh, it's not going. Why? Let me show you. Now let me refresh it. So now you can see form action method button equal to submit. So this button should be within the form, sir. Now you can see I'm creating, I'm rerunning now. So it is going to be flipkart.com website only. Look at this. The moment when I hit this, automatically flipkart.com website is moving. That means we have written action code like this only. Inside the form tag, I have included button. The moment when we click on submit button, so on click event will be fired automatically. So action method is there. What is the action attribute? Flipkart.com. So this is an attribute. This attribute makes you to move the location where you want to move after clicking on submit button. And some properties also there, some action, some attributes are there. What are the attributes means here? Look at this form after method attribute also there. Method equal to post, method equal to guest. Get means post request and get request. Both are there here. These are very important. Get request means after submit the values, your details will be available on the URL address. Post request means after submitting the page, after entering the values in the text boxes, that values will not be appear into the URL address. So this we will discuss in Django point of view also, get method and post method clearly. Okay. We can host that website to them server location. Normally we are executing alone web pages here. We are executing output, we are getting output. But you want to make others to view your web page, in the sense we can provide the link to them, or else your website should be hosted onto the server only. That server address you have to give them. They can access. But how we are accessing, like www.facebook.com, www.flipkart.com, because that flipkart.com website, facebook.com website already available on the server. Server will respond for us. Around the world, around the globe, anybody can hit the request from anywhere through browser. They can give the response only. But here we are not hosting our website, no. So somewhere, nowhere it is there our web request. We are handling with our only in our computer location only. So this is the method attribute. So method equal to get, method equal to post. Okay, let me show you. And I want to create one user interface. So suppose user interface means, for example, username, password kind of things I have to use. So for this, I'm taking paragraph. This is username, sir, here. Username. Username is a paragraph. The moment when we execute this, look at this username paragraph. Username is coming here. But do you have any text boxes? No text box is there, sir. There is no text box available. But let me create a text box. So if you want to create a text box or text element, so there is a input tag is there. Input type equal to text. Okay, type equal to text are here. So this is what actually type equal to text. So do you want to give the name of the text box? Name equals to username. Okay, username. This name attribute here not required, but this name if you want access, username if you want access in any coding pattern, then this name attribute is required. Type attribute, text type, name attribute, username type. Let's load this browser. Look at this text box is appearing here only because it's not a label, it's a paragraph only. If I try to create, let me copy this and now paste into here one more paragraph I'm taking, that is called password, and this name is what actually password I'm taking. Once I use this, now you can see username text box, password text box. But actually this is not correct way to do, sir. Why? Because this is the paragraph, this is also paragraph. Nowhere this paragraph is related to this text box. So if you want to arrange the labels, better to use labels instead of paragraph. That's not good idea. To prepare labels, what tag is there? You can see label tag is there. Label here for what actually? Username. Label I'm creating for username. Here you can give the username text label. And inside the paragraph, again, one more label tag I'm taking. So label inside for equals to password purpose. I'm creating label. Then text is password I'm taking here. This is exactly correct. This label is completely associated with this input element, username. This label is completely associated with this input element, password. Now this makes clear observation. Now you can see username, which is associated with this text box, password, which is associated with this text box. Do you want to bring this password into next line? Simply what we can bring, so after username, br tag, we have to use br tag, you have to use multiple br, break lines are there. Two break lines are there. Finally, if you want to create a button control, then one more input is there, type equal to submit, value equals to submit. Value means which value do you want to submit, which value do you want to use. Submit value means in the button text submit only is available. Okay, let me bring the next line, submit only available. Sir, I want to go for login here, not submit. Login text we can give. So value equals to login means what? Button is going to be login only. This is login. So this is exactly proper way to prepare user interface, username, password, login buttons are clearly. Okay, this is labels creation is perfect. Labels are required to create, not paragraph. Input type equal to text, username. Input type equal text, password. But look at this, input type equal text means username I'm entering, so that is Mohan. The moment when I enter password also, password is also available here, but password is visible to everyone, but I don't want make visible password to everyone. I want to make invisible. So how do we use means here you can see password purpose we created this text box, pass text, input type text instead of input type password I'm using. I give input type equal to password means it is password type. Input type equal to text means it is text type. So I'm using password. So here let's run this. Mohan, I'm entering username. Password I'm entering. So password is not visible to everyone. Password is hiding now. That means what? So it's not required to visible to everyone. That's what I'm using. My input type is what actually password only. Okay. So when I click on submit, so I want to perform some action. Okay, what action? Look at this. Suppose here I have a submit button, login button. After entering username and password, I want to perform action method. So that is http facebook.com. Suppose if I want to go for facebook.com. So when it will go to facebook.com, sir, after username and password entering and login button. Okay, let's run this once. But there is a problem. Look at this. What is the problem? I'll tell you. I'm using this one and I'm entering Mohan and password like this. Click on login. So it will go to facebook.com page clearly, sir. So our requirement is this is only, it is okay. Facebook.com login page is going. But look at this. Even if I don't enter any data also, am I entering data? Let me rerun this. Now you can see. Am I entering any username and password in this text boxes? No. But without entering any data here, username and password also, When I click on submit button login, so look at this, facebook.com is visiting. So this is not correct way, no? So without entering any data also, I am able to navigate to facebook.com website. But my requirement is I want to stop the request without entering username and password. In that context, look at this, input type equal to text, name equal to username. Here for this text box, required attribute I'm using, required. Required means what? Compulsory name is required. Here also in the password, I'm taking what actually required. Compulsory password is required. The moment when I use required here, then without enter any username and password in the text boxes, that will not allow you to move to facebook.com. So previously when I click login button without enter any username and password, then it's moved to facebook.com page. But when we click on this time, you can see this, it is asking me, please fill out this field. Please fill out this field means, so it is required to fill these fields only. Without entering username and password, it will not allow you to submit the request to the Facebook. Username is okay. Now again click on please fill out this field. This is called HTML5 validation. So if I entered username now, this is okay. Yes, okay. This is the way to do this. But note this point here. After click on submit button, username Mohan, password Mohan. Is this visible in the URL address or not? Look at this carefully. Username Mohan and password is Mohan. Why? Because this is called get request only. By default, get request only. But whenever I am making method equal to post request, look at this, method equal to post. Form tag action attribute method attribute equal to post. The moment when I use post request, now you can see default request is get request only. But when I go for this one Mohan and Mohan, is this going to display on the URL address? No, sir. Look at this facebook.com page. On the URL address, are you looking any username and password? No. Why? Because we used what request? Post request. If I change here get, by default get only. If we don't give any post, get only. Even if I try to get method also, let's see this get method. What is the problem with get method? So I am taking Mohan and Mohan password, click on login. So after reaching to my facebook.com website, on the URL address, notice that username and password is also landed onto the URL address. But this is not secure. Okay, in case you are not entering username and password, that is okay. But if you are entering username and password, even that username and password is visible into target URL address, means that's not secure. That's what we recommend. What methods are? Post method. In Django also we use rapidly this method only, post request method only. So this is about form creation, user interface creation with all dealing. But sir, the moment when we execute this, we have label. So separate label I created. So separate label means it is structurally good. But sir, even I don't want to prepare label also. Okay. So yes, if you don't want to prepare label means you can remove these labels, not a problem. Look at this. If I remove this label, what is the problem? Look at this. Only normally text boxes are there, but user can't get clarity what need to be entered here, username or password or address or mail or something. So how I can give the clarity to the user if I don't have any label? Because I removed the label because I don't want to waste my web page space alignment. So I want to make comfortably to design. At least you have to make placeholder. If you don't have any label, so at least you can go for placeholder option. Placeholder equals to, so I'm taking username and here I'm taking placeholder attribute, here I'm taking password. So when I go for this username and password placeholder option, now look at this, this is the placeholder. So user can get clarity or not. By looking this username, he can enter username. By looking this password, he can enter password. So we are giving clarity without making labels. Very simple way to design. Then it will bring you the facebook.com website. If I don't enter any data also, here you can see this, no data is entering. But without enter any data, it will not allow you because validations are there here. So this is called form handling without any labels also. So we are making placeholder representation, that is username and password clearly within the watermark text format. So user can understand clearly need to enter username and password. So this is all about HTML basics. Here input type is text, password only I'm taking. Even lot of input types all there. Button type, radio button type, checkbox button type, all these things only. that we'll see in the Django point of view, no problem. This is called form section, form creation clearly. Okay. So these are all basics of HTML, which is required for our Django web development process. And even we are using normal HTML forms in our upcoming sessions of Django. Sometimes we use Django forms only instead of HTML forms. Okay. So that's all about today. Tomorrow we'll continue from here onwards. So still we have few days time to make setup of Django. So even CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, once after completion, we will go back to our Django sessions. Please make your side clear, sir. So Django setup and virtual environment, project creation, application creation, models, view templates. You just try to create it and be ready with this. Okay. Yes. So you can go through my video lecture, Mr. Karthik. I think second or third and fourth record. I think so. There I was explained clearly step by step. Even if you have still any problem making setup of Django, so by this weekend we will connect. Okay. So I'll send the link, same link only. Whenever I get free time, I'll ask you to join. So you can share your screen. I'll help regarding that. Not a problem. You have a Python 2.7? No, sir. It is required 3 point above only. Okay, okay, no problem. We will install it that also. Latest version you can install, not a problem. So see you tomorrow.
Thank you.